Adventures of Ruby 3, Galactic Gumshoe. Part 1, The Underworld. And now, Chapter 1, Magnifico, City of Malls.
I'm looking out over the city. The towers, 2 moons above, the labyrinth of moving slidewalks below. It's the city of the future, but the future is now, and your nightmares are coming true. Magnifico. City of Malls. It's a hot night on Sulanula. The walls of the city shimmer and melt. They ooze and undulate. They shine with a smeary greasiness, a colossal shrine to fast food and sticky fingers. Does anyone clean up anymore? Does anyone care? Oh, by the way, my name's Ruby. I'm a galactic gumshoe. A good one. The shuttle slides beneath giant screens. Miles of suntanned skin pass overhead, luscious humanoids, lusty, carnivorous smiles, white rows of glistening tombstone teeth, fleshy, succulent lips, sighing, sucking, smacking, seas of squirming flesh, mountainous biceps, Vesuvius breasts. I descend into the bad breath of Magnifico, City of Malls.
Like a malignant growth.
Malignant.
This city is an evil fungus that keeps growing, expanding.
Yeah, malls tend to do that.
The city is bloated with a dark energy. You can feel it.
I think it's called big bargains and bad taste.
Buying is their obsession. It's become their religion.
If people want to buy this junk, fine. No one's stuffing it down their throats.
Their spirit has been bought.
Oh, come on. Everyone's out looking for the big bargain, looking... Look over there. 3 scuds.
Scuds?
Scuzzies, you know, punkos. See them?
Vaguely.
Yeah, fuzzy scuds. Got some kind of force shield. Damn.
They hit that old woman.
The scuds hit the old lady, all right. Sent her sprawling, stripped her gadgets, her wrist TV, finger VCR, liquid fax, cellular ring comm. The scuds were fast and smooth. But then, a girl steps out of nowhere. Well-dressed, out of place here. She lets the lead scud have it with an immobilizer. Full blast, she's not kidding. The scud twitches, turns like he's got an itch, and slaps her down. What the hell's he wearing?
They're coming this way.
The scuds are moving. It's hard to see them. Their shield is creating a blur. They form in a wedge, slam into anything that doesn't step aside. I step out. I smile. I slow it down. They smile. Filed teeth with industrial diamond points sparkle. Star mouths. Laser blades flash from their fingers. These scuds are well equipped. They're coming at me, and fast. Their shield intensifies, just a big fuzzy ball. I slow it down. Slower. It's coming into focus. Slower. Now I see the details.
Are you Ruby?
Yeah. Monet. You're alive.
I'm not Monet.
Oh, sorry. You reminded me of someone I knew.
My name is Man Ray. I represent the Aurorian Council.
Ah.
I knew Monet. He spoke highly of you.
Yeah, I knew him briefly, just before he died.
Monet was my best friend.
I see. Yeah. Well, we were, friends, too. I aim for the apex. I figure Scud number 1 is packing the shield. I flip him the bouncing ball. It's sucked right into his field. Ha! That distracted him. Down he goes as Scud number 2 slashes out with his laser blade.
We Aurorians wish to hire you.
Oh, have a seat.
We Aurorians have a group mind. A threat to one of us is a threat to all of us.
Yeah, I'm aware of the group mind.
The threat lies not on our planet of Aurora, but here on your planet, Sumanula.
What's the threat?
It is a threat to our aesthetics.
A threat to aesthetics?
As you know, aesthetics is the Aurorian way of life.
Yeah, what's the threat?
If you come with me, Ruby, we will show you.
Scud number 2 is making a nice slice down my back. Ooh. I feel the laser burning into my skin. I slow it down. Slower. And step aside. He buries the blade into the floor. It's dangerous to go into these malls without a helmet. I kick him in the head. And again.
There's a force that feeds off the energy in Magnifico.
Oh, what?
A force we call Zoom-Zamem.
Zimzamin?
Zoom-Zamem. The Dark Force.
Zoomin.
There are places it can enter. We've traced it to this city of malls.
Yeah. Oh, what's this nam supposed to look like?
It doesn't take form.
No form.
It's not visible.
Invisible.
We want you to follow it.
Follow it? Where?
Follow it into the walls.
What? No time to gloat. Scud number 3 is biting into my neck with his industrial diamond points. His sparkling teeth are clamping into my veins. Oof, that's quite a vice you have. I slow it down further and twist my neck out just as his teeth snap shut. Missed.
Huh?
Wait a second. Are you saying this force lives in the walls of this mall?
It enters through these walls.
It comes from some other place.
Apparently.
Oh, yeah, apparently. You want me to follow old, what's his name, into the walls?
Zoom-Zamem.
Yeah, zoom. This is into the walls, right?
In through the walls.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yes, it is.
Huh? I look at Scud number 3. He looks at me. Before he can open his mouth, I slap his face. He does a backflip. I slow it down, watch him somersault through the air. I'm waiting for him when he lands. Again, I give him a slap with the old brass palmist. Another backflip and... Nah, I'll let him rest.
Where did you learn to slow time?
I was born with it. I return the gadgets to the old lady. She gets back up and starts shopping again. Gee. She didn't even say thanks. I walk over to the young blondie who tried to freeze the Scuds. Hey, kid, you okay?
I thought this immobilizer was supposed to stop them.
They're pros. They weren't your normal Scuds. You missing something?
My amulet.
Is this your necklace?
Yes. Thank you.
Looks pretty old.
It was given to me by my father. Shortly before he died. You're an Auroran?
Yes, my name is Man Ray.
My name is Inanna.
You, look a little out of place here.
Not really. It's my profession. I study evolving cultures that are abruptly altered by the advent of new technology.
An anthropologist.
Techno-anthropologist.
What do you make of this city of malls?
It's pretty. Pretty awful.
I don't understand why they buy things they don't need.
They get a thrill from buying this stuff. The word sale is the magic word they can't resist.
Yeah, we're all suckers for a big sale.
I know, but this is different.
You sure?
Inanna, while you've been here in Magnifico, have you ever felt there was something observing your mind?
I don't understand.
You mean her mind was being probed?
Yes.
Probed by what?
Something cold, calculating.
Doing what?
Would I know it?
Maybe not.
What are you talking about?
What does it do?
It leaves you with the feeling that whatever you want, you can have.
Ruby told Man Ray she would think about taking the job. But how does one follow a formless, invisible force, a thing no one has ever seen?
I found Mustafa, my air car. I'm very fond of him. He reminds me of a 1949 Mercury with stubby wings and a tail. I call him Mustafa because he's like a fat black genie, and I like his fake accent.
Welcome back, Ruby, oh glorious jewel of Sumanula.
Yeah, thanks.
Step within, then we will fly away, oh my precious
Yeah,
queen.
home, Mustafa.
I hear and I obey.
Mustafa,
O shining star of the heavens,
what's the word of the day?
it's illusion that appears real, but a reality, true reality, is like a dream.
Good. Wake me when we get home.
Your wish is my command.
I watched the lights of Magnifico fade away as I faded away into a strange dream. I saw my mind as a labyrinth of corridors filled with file cabinets, rows and rows of drawers, all containing my life, my thoughts, ambitions, dreams. It's illusion that appears real, but reality, true reality is like a dream. It's like a dream. Thought I was beginning to understand that when everything stopped. A cold, silent stillness was moving through the corridors. It wasn't a dream. How a stillness can move, I don't know, but this was doing it. I felt drawers being opened, files being quickly scanned. A machine, cold, removed, examining, absorbing. I was awake. It was like a machine, cold, removed, examining, absorbing. I was awake. It wasn't a dream. It was in there. It's like a dream. My shields went up. Doors were closed. Corridors blocked off. My mind snapped shut. Vanished. And the metallic presence vanished. Mustafa.
O light of 1,000 moons,
The Aurorian Embassy. True reality is like a dream.
We're delighted to hear you'll take the job.
My mind was probed.
Ah, now you know.
So it probes your mind, takes inventory, and then offers you what you want. Why?
We don't know.
What do you call it?
Zoom Zamam.
Num.
Zoom Zamam.
What the hell is it?
All we know is it's a dark force that is spread throughout the city of Malls.
And you want me to find where it's coming from?
If you can find its source, we may be able to stop it.
I got anything to go on?
It comes through the walls of the city of Malls.
It lives in the walls?
It comes through the walls.
They're hollow?
They're solid.
How am I supposed to go into a solid wall?
You can slow time.
Yeah, so?
Can you suspend time?
Stop time?
Yes.
I can slow it, but nobody can stop it.
If you can suspend time, you can enter the walls.
Fat chance.
There are humans that can step out of time.
With their boots on?
They know how to suspend time.
Who?
The time suspenders.
Time suspenders? It sounds like something to hold my pants up.
I assume they view time as having a certain elasticity.
Well, maybe they're snappy dressers. Okay, Man Ray. Are there such people?
The time suspenders do exist.
Where?
that is for you to discover.
Uh-huh. I had Mustafa locate Inanna back in Magnifico. I kind of liked her. Little innocent. Little out of place back there, like a blonde princess among the mole swine. Could I see that amulet of yours?
Oh, if you wish. Here.
Closer. Okay. Looks ancient. Authentic?
It was given to me by my father, shortly before he died.
I see. Interesting design.
It's the Great Seal of the Society of Moles.
That's why you're in Magnifico?
That's right.
But that amulet is, what, a couple of thousand years old?
About 4,000.
Hold it up again. What are those symbols? Doors? Gates?
They're 7, whatever they are.
The Society of Moles based their fake coat of arms on this design.
I don't understand why.
Ask them.
I did.
What'd they say?
A coincidence. No connection.
You bought that?
No.
Yeah. What's it have to do with the City of Moles?
What I'd like to know is, what are the 7 gates?
I think I know someone who can help. I'll pick you up at the West Tower.
Welcome, Inanna, Princess of Magnifico.
Who are we going to see?
Oh, he's an archaeologist by the name of T.J. Teru.
They head south, flying across the great marshes of Kush in search of Professor Teru and the ancient city known as the Big Ooze.
God, looks awful down there.
They say it's filled with suck holes.
Suck holes?
Yeah, and in the holes are some funny little creatures with tentacles that, you don't want to step on them.
Over there, is that Professor Teru's dig?
Yeah, looks like they're dropping walls around the place.
What is he excavating?
Just another city.
They settled on the parking pad and sloshed out to Teru's dig.
Ruby! What a sight for sore ears!
How you doing, Teru?
What about growing?
How are you doing?
How am I storing?
Oh, forget it.
Who's your lovely friend?
Inanna.
Inanna. That's it, just Inanna?
Banana.
Inanna banana?
No, just Inanna.
Ah, just Inanna. Is she an android?
No, she's real.
Shucks. It's amazing. Your skin looks so perfect. You mind if I touch it?
I don't mind.
Yeah. It's not as perfect as plastic flesh. I had an android built for me once.
Really?
She was everything I desired. She was the ideal woman. Yeah, she was beautiful. She was intelligent, playful, and all plastic.
What happened?
She left me.
Teru.
I'm very fond of plastic, especially warm, pink, perspiring plastic. Plastic makes me hot.
Hey!
What?
There's something I want you to look at.
I thought this was it.
No.
Oh.
Show him the amulet.
Here.
Well, let's see. Whoa, there's one! God, I hate tentacles. Let's see. See this?
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
So?
It's old.
Right.
Can you identify the inscription?
It's old Beedly Boo. Beedly Boo is one of the most ancient dialects derived from the even more ancient Beedly Deedly Bum Bum Bum.
Bum bum.
Bum.
Can you speak it?
No, you have to have 2 tongues to speak Beedly Boo.
Seriously, Teru.
I pull your leg not, Ruby. Apparently the Beedly Boos had closed feet and forked tongues, and theory is that they got both the prongs of the tongue vibrating at the same time, creating harmonics that converge into a language we one-tonguers simply can't speak.
Unless you speak with forked tongue.
That's right.
So, what are these designs? Doors?
Huh? Oh, gates. The 7 gates.
The 7 gates?
Yeah, the 7 gates. Ancient mythology was very fond of 7.
Like what, the 7-Eleven?
Well, that's one example. 7th heaven, of course.
The 7 seas?
Sail the 7 seas.
7 dwarfs.
Yeah, sleepy, happy, grumpy, bashful, sneezy, Jack, Doc, and Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie.
The 7 chakras?
Yeah, and the crown, the heart, spear, and the spine, the foot, and the knee, and the groin.
House of the 7 Gables?
Yep, Clark, Coral, and...
Okay. Why were the 7 gates used as the Great Seal of the Society of Mortals?
They were?
Yeah.
Well, it figures.
It does?
Yeah, you see, they're the 7 gates of hell.
They are?
Yeah. You don't want to step there.
What?
There! Whoa! Let go! Ow! Ouch! Whoa! Ouch! Ow! Ah! I hate suction cups.
Night crept in.
So what about this thing you're excavating?
Well, it's just another city I found. Another notch on the old archaeological belt.
This is a big dig, Taru.
Yes, it's quite an engineering feat keeping this muck at bay.
You're sinking walls around the city?
Yeah, so we can pump out the ooze and see what's down there.
Spending a lot of money just to see what's down there.
What is down there?
Inanna, you know, I've been asking myself, why would the Society of Moles use a symbol that represents the gates of hell?
What do the 7 gates represent?
Maybe the 7 deadly sins.
Greed, envy...
Avarice, lust, jealousy, sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah, hey, where did you get that amulet?
My father gave this to me before he died.
I see, well, it definitely dates back to the ancient Beetly-Boos.
Yeah, well, where do the Beetly-Boos come from?
Well, they come from down under. The dark regions of the underworld.
You're talking about the underside of the planet.
Yeah, you could put it that way.
What part of the underworld?
Oh, it's the Black Hills of the Ereshkigal.
Ereshkigal?
Do you think they know the meaning of the gates?
You don't want to go there.
I don't.
That place is like one big suckhole.
You were there?
Yes, back in my youthful folly, I went there to study the ancient cultures of the Beetly-Boo.
Really?
Really, and I really shudder when I recall the journey. Oh, I remember walking those strange, dark streets that dip into the hills and suddenly become a maze of corridors.
What was it like?
Like nothing you've ever seen before. Ooh. Most of the city exists underground, a labyrinth of ancient knowledge lies buried below. There was a time scholars tried to traverse those winding streets and strange dark corridors. None returned.
You did.
Rarely.
Tell me about it.
They have a perverse appreciation for sculptures, gargoyles, and other grotesque demonic forms.
Right up your alley.
Yes. My pursuit of the great knowledge of the Beetly-Boo had led me up an alley to a great bronze door carved with ghoulish faces that expressed rapturous ecstasy combined with extreme torment. Oh! I pushed open the gate, the great bronze door, and entered. From deep within came a strange sound, a rubbing, scraping, clawing sound like fingernails against a blackboard. As my ears became accustomed to the dark, I began to realize it wasn't fingernails, it was tiny, high-pitched little screams that I tried to get back to the door. I tried to run, but the wind came out of nowhere. Suddenly, a fury that was pulling me back within. As I was running in place, I turned and I saw I was not alone. I was standing there, so still at first. I thought it was a sculpture. The fury that was drawing me within was coming from this creature. He was robed like a warrior or a samurai or a demon from hell. He was perfectly still. And then I realized he was in motion. Motion. Arms and legs moving so furiously he appeared absolutely still. Both his arms were swinging swords so swiftly he was a blur. I was being sucked into his fury to die 1,000 death sword points, needle points. I could feel it all over my skin like 1,000 pricks, piercing, slicing. The cuts were a million little torments. I felt what it is to be tempted, to be pierced, to be probed. Each temptation is a cut, a slice, squeezing life out of me, draining, dripping, oozing. As I thought these thoughts, I was being pulled into the tumult, losing myself. My thoughts were being sucked from me, sucked from me. Madness had seized me. I was looking into this horrible face, a face made up of monsters. I was looking into the face of evil. And it was laughing at me. I found myself outside at the end of the alley, looking at the blank wall. There was no door.
It was one of those gates?
It was the gate of temptation.
What was the last temptation you remember?
The last temptation. It offered me absolute, utter chaos of no thought.
No thought?
No thought. Think about that.
I can't.
I know.
My father had a reason for giving me this amulet.
So,
I'm going to Ereshkigal.
what?
There's something there.
Listen to me.
Something connected
Don't go.
to the underworld.
Don't go to the underworld.
What's happening in the city of Malls? It leads to Ereshkigal and the gates of hell.
Not bad.
Don't go.
The Adventures of Ruby 3, Galactic Gumshoe. Part 1, The Underworld. And now, Chapter 2, The Black Hills of Ereshkigal.
I was hired by an Aurorian, Man Ray. This was a departure from my usual galactic gumshoeing. Some strange, invisible entity or force was entering through the walls of Magnifico, city of malls, creating a real buying frenzy. Whenever anyone sees the word sale, their eyes light up and they go a little berserk. You know what that's like, right? But in this, they keep buying the exact same thing over and over. These people have a real obsession for bargains, and it's spreading. The Aurorian, Man Ray, believes there's a way of getting into the walls to follow this thing to its source, but it means stopping time. He believes there are beings that can do that. Maybe. I got back home and asked the time-old question. Any messages?
1.
Let's hear it.
Your message.
Man Ray popped up like a genie out of the holophone.
Hello, Ruby.
Nice-looking guy.
Regarding the time suspenders,
Yeah.
I have what I believe you call a lead.
Where are they?
They may exist beyond our time.
That's a lead.
Try the Orchids of Osmos. The Orchids of Osmos are monks who live beyond the Great Ridge in the hills of Osmos.
Osmos.
You'll want to meet the abbot, Father Mojo.
Father Mojo.
That's all.
Okay.
Ruby and her air car, the wise Mustafa, fly out to the foothills. She parks Mustafa, leaving him with a scenic view overlooking the canyons. She steps out, unfolds her solar wings, and catches the next breeze to Osmos.
God, I'd love to solar sail. I know humans were meant to fly. I don't know how we got grounded. Must have been gravity. Light is serious business. The hills of Osmos are lovely hills, rounded, rolling, sensual. Down below, I can see the villas, vineyards, little rivers snaking in and out among the bulbous protrusions. Red rivers, blue rivers, like veins. Green hills, purple hills, blue hills. Some pretty spots on Sumanula. Stuck in the city, I forget how beautiful this planet is. When we build things, it's all squares and right angles. When nature builds, it's all circles and wavy lines. The hills below turn to a dark lavender. Now, more wild vegetation, viney, jungly stuff. Some cloud puffs up ahead. Glide within the pink fluffies. Must be nice to be an angel. Now the hills are getting more jagged. Ravines. Nice patterns. I can see the monastery below. White buildings built up the side of the hill. The dark rain clouds moving in. Explosions of amber and blue lightning. Ooh, it's getting dark fast. Time to circle in. I glide down. Spiraling down. Into the shadows below. I settle into the courtyard.
Welcome, traveler of the skies.
I hope you don't mind my dropping in like this.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm here to see the abbot, Father Mojo.
Certainly. I'll send an office to take you to the guest house.
Thanks.
She looks around. The walls of the monastery are covered with orchids. The orchids of Osmos.
They're not the intoxicating, heavy perfume of most orchids. The monastery has developed a light, lilting, uplifting fragrance that clears the mind, enhances the senses. Ooh, it's great.
A man in a hooded robe comes scurrying her way.
Oh, hello. I am a novice, mate. May I show you to the guest house?
Yeah, thanks. Phew, it's hot down here.
Ideal to raise orchids.
Got orchids crawling all over this place. What kind of religion is this?
Oh, it's a fragrant one.
Yeah. Why do you hide your face?
We novices do strange things.
Yeah, the only thing I can see under that hood is your teeth.
My teeth.
Very long, yellow, pointed, rodent teeth.
Oh, well. Runs along in the family.
So, you're a novice?
Yes, I'm on the winding path to enlightenment.
It's going to be all uphill from where you are.
Huh?
No, nothing. I think you'll become a saint.
Oh,
Saint Rodent?
Rodent, not rodent. Oh, Ruby.
Who are you hiding from, Kapoor?
Me? No.
I'll bet.
Monastic life has been good to me.
Yes, I can see that.
You can?
Oh, yeah, that little rat-like body of yours is fatter than ever.
Oh, Ruby, that hurts.
Oh, no, really?
I'm a changed man.
Oh.
I'm reformed. I'm sensitive.
Does your mother know you're here?
My mother? Oh, yes. Of course she knows.
Yeah, right.
Ruby is shown the guest quarters and receives word that she will have dinner with the abbot, Father Mojo. Darkness moves in. Kapoor returns. It begins to rain.
Hard to believe you're here, Kapoor.
Yes.
All this beauty. I keep thinking of you as living in some little rat hole.
The brothers of Osmos have shown great compassion.
They gotta be saints. What do you do here?
Oh, I meditate.
You?
Yes.
No.
I sit in the eternal silence.
Do you know how to keep your mouth shut?
I sit in the eternal silence and I meditate.
Kapoor. Sitting and meditating isn't the same as sitting and scheming, didn't they tell you?
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, I'd still like to know who you're hiding from.
I also chant.
You do?
Would you like to hear some?
No.
All you need is love.
That's the chant. Very nice, Kapoor. Very nice. Shut up.
As night descends over the jungle and the rain continues to fall, Ruby thinks of Inanna. Had this naive techno-anthropologist gone off to visit the dark side of the planet? Was she now in Erishkigal?
I met her in Magnifico, city of malls.
Inanna wore a strange amulet, the design of which is 7 gates.
The archaeologist T.J. Taru says the amulet is thousands of years old.
Professor Taru believed the amulet came from Erishkigal, the underworld city of darkness.
So, that's where Inanna's gone, to the source. She's got spunk. Oh, one other thing. Taru says those 7 gates, they're the 7 gates of hell.
The 7 gates of hell. The streets of Erishkigal disappear into the hillsides and suddenly become hallways and corridors beneath the earth, and then reappear on the other side, becoming streets again. Sometimes the streets become narrow canals filled with black, stagnant water. Throughout the city are sculptures, engravings, frescoes, friezes, all with a distinct demonic motif. Gargoyles and weird, mythical beasts.
There are people that wear amulets similar to mine, but their amulets are inscribed with only 1 gate. Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me the significance of the gate you wear?
It's penance.
You wear this for penance? For sins?
It's my sin.
It represents your sin?
It is my sin.
Why does someone wearing a gate of hell receive respect?
Inanna takes out the amulet she wears hidden around her neck. She wears it in the open on her chest, so everyone can see the amulet with the 7 gates. Ruby has dinner with the abbot of the monastery, Father Mojo. Outside, the tropical rain continues to fall. Steam rises from the jungle below. The fragrance of orchids fills the air.
Father, what kind of religion is this?
It's a nature religion.
Pantheism, that sort of thing?
Yeah, that sort of thing. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the time suspenders.
Why?
There's something going on in Magnifico, City of Malls. You ever been there?
No.
Well, I don't know what to call it, but it's a force that's having an effect on people.
What type of force?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a mind parasite or what. It probes your mind. It finds your weaknesses and preys upon them.
That happened to you?
Close. I shut it out. It feels cold, mechanical. It's real.
What happened?
People get weird. They buy stuff. In fact, buying becomes their obsession. Sometimes they forget and buy the same gadget 3, 4, 5 times. They get off on it buying. Usually buying junk no one needs.
And what does this force receive in return?
Maybe it gets off on it too. I don't know.
Ah, evil?
Well, you want to get environmental about it. Yeah, waste of natural resources. Buying all this crap no one needs just gets thrown away. It's the act of buying they get off on.
But it offers people what they want.
Wow. It finds your weakness and fills that need, but it's pretty low-level stuff.
Why are you involved?
I'm a Gumshoe. I was hired by an Aurorian to find the source.
The source of the force.
That's right.
What is the Aurorian's name?
Man Ray. The Aurorians have a group mind. Are you aware of that?
I've known a few.
No. Anyway, the Aurorians believe it comes out of the walls of the malls.
The walls of the malls?
Yeah.
What's on the other side of the walls?
Ooh, nothing. Air, space, sky.
And you want to follow it?
Yeah, if it can be done. The city of malls seems to attract it. The Aurorians believe if I can stop time, I can go into the walls, follow it to its source.
If you find the time suspenders, why will they help you?
Maybe they care about this world.
Maybe they're far beyond this world.
Maybe. You see, Father, I can slow time. Yeah, I was born with it, but I can't stop time. What do you think? You think it's crazy?
Is this force coming from the invisible world?
I don't know. The idea of invisible worlds is relatively new.
Oh, no, it's not.
I mean, for science it is.
Yeah. These worlds have been around for as long as life has been around.
When science discovered there are invisible worlds, it was a major departure from their belief of just a decade ago.
But when they said invisible worlds exist, that meant we're now given permission to believe they're real.
Well, yeah. It was like being sanctified by the Pope. Father, can you help me?
Have you seen the floating cities of Osmos?
No.
Why don't you visit them?
I'll do that sometime.
Go there now. Ask for Sister Halopo.
Halopo?
Give her my regards.
Oh. Thanks, Father.
One thing.
Yeah?
You will never find the time suspenders if you serve the Concerto Rosso.
What? The syndicate? The mob?
Yeah, they're bad stuff. Rubs off. Gets into you. You have to purify yourself. Then the time suspenders may stretch out to you.
Father, I don't deal with the mob.
It hasn't happened.
Huh?
Well, if it happens.
What? How do I purify?
Just do what you're doing.
And
when you're doing, know that you're doing.
That's it?
That's a lot. May the blessing be.
Good night, Father.
The hills of Erishkigal surround a lake. The city is built within these hills.
I'm being followed by what is probably the secret police.
In the center of the lake is an island. On the island, a black palace.
Excuse me, Inanna.
Yes?
The Maharini requests your presence.
Where?
At the palace.
When, now?
Please.
Inanna is escorted through the crowds. At the edge of the lake, she is helped into a small boat. Her escort tips his hat and leaves.
Ciao.
The boatman rows out into the black water.
I ask him questions, but he never answers.
2 of the 3 moons of Sumanula slip in and out of the clouds, revealing the black towers of the palace.
He opens his mouth and yawns.
There is a pink mist on the lake.
He doesn't have a tongue.
As they enter the mist, she hears voices coming from somewhere.
I feel the voices touching my skin. They feel so sad.
As they move slowly through the mist, Inanna has a vision.
The singing is coming from creatures with long, thin necks. And on the ends of their necks are large heads.
As they sing, their heads wave back and forth like snakes. Everything in their city is made of mud or clay.
They bake bread and eat it, but it's clay they are eating.
Everything they do is a reflection, repeating a gesture that was done in the long ago past.
They're gone.
Ruby was up early the next morning. She spread out her solar wings, waiting for the sun to clear the mountains. She watched as the sun moved across the valley into the courtyard, finally touching her wings. Ruby lifted off the ground. She rose above the walls of the monastery, leaving behind the soft scent of orchids. As she rose higher and higher into the sky, the little rat-like novice came scurrying out from below.
Ruby, Ruby.
What, Kapoor?
My mother. Don't tell my mother where I am.
I thought so.
Please, Ruby.
All right, but you owe me, Kapoor.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Bless me, right, you little rodent.
Rogan! Rogan!
She sailed out across the hills of Osmos. At first, she thought they were clouds, little puffy shapes scattered across the sky. As she drew nearer, she could make out shapes of trees, buildings. It was the floating cities of Osmos. They look a bit like flattened zeppelins with inflatable cities perched on top. As she drifts closer, she can see inflatable lampposts, inflatable trees, fire hydrants, cottages. It's like a cartoon city. Everything is a bit puffy, filled with air, and kind of cute. Below, she sees a figure sunbathing on the green, inflatable grass. She drifts over to the next block, sailing down the street above the funny inflatable palm trees. Then she drops down, landing on the spongy sidewalk. Everything looks and feels soft and rubbery, a sort of inflatable suburbs of fairyland.
Are you Sister Holopo?
Yes?
I was sent by Father Mojo. My name's Ruby.
Father Mojo sent you?
That's right.
Have you had lunch?
No.
Come on in. Is there a problem?
No, I just, I never saw an inflatable picket fence before.
Don't lean on it.
People ever fall off this city?
All the time.
Yeah?
We wear airbelts.
Place ever spring a leak?
They're all separate air chambers, so it's not too disastrous.
A blaster could burn a hole right through this place.
You come from another world.
That's for sure. Are those real or inflatable birds?
Both. Here.
Food looks great.
Thank you.
I sort of expected a lunch of balloons and rubber balls.
Not everything is filled with air.
I'm looking for the time suspenders.
Father Mojo sent you?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I guess he thought you could help.
You don't find the time suspenders. They find you.
Well, I wish I could wait, but I can't.
Father Mojo sent you?
Yeah.
Father Mojo sent you?
Right.
Tell you what, I'll take you to a place that may help.
I'm game.
Good, 'cause that's what it is, a game.
Long black marble steps ascend from the water up to the doors of the palace. Inanna walks up the wide marble steps and into the gates of the palace. Now down a long corridor and into a chamber. At the far end is the Maharini. So far away, she's like a tiny dot, sitting on the black throne, waiting.
Welcome, Inanna. Come forward, please. I am the Maharini, ruler of all the lands of Erish. K.L.O.D, I welcome you.
Thank you.
Is she wearing the amulet?
I can't tell.
Well, take up your telescope and look.
As you wish, Your Highness.
You have come far to visit the dark lands of Erish. K.L.O.D,
Too far. I've come from the far side of Sumanula to your kingdom of Erish. K.L.O.D.
She has the amulet.
Good. How many gates can you see?
There are 3, 5, 6. She was wearing all 7.
Good.
Visitors are rare here in Erish. K.L.O.D,
I love the guy with the telescope eyeballing my breasts. I am honored to be welcomed by the Maharini of Erish. K.L.O.D.
Is she mocking me?
Probably, but there is an innocence about her.
Innocence. We'll see how long that remains.
And she is quite beautiful.
Good. One more thing for her to lose.
the amulet you wear. How did you come by it?
My father gave me the amulet.
What is your profession?
I am a techno-anthropologist.
Inky, what is that?
Someone that studies the effects of modern technology on backward culture.
Really?
Yes.
What are you seeking here in Ursh? Kigal.
I've come to find the meaning of the 7 gates of Ursh. Kigal.
What do you think they mean?
I was told they stand for the 7 gates of hell.
7 gates of hell?
7 gates of hell.
I don't think so.
What are they?
Those who wear the symbol also seek the gates.
But
they are not real.
I believe they're more than symbolic.
Perhaps you'll find what you seek, huh? You may leave.
But if they're
You
not
may
the
leave
gates
now.
of hell... Thank you.
Inky, maybe Inanna will find her gates of hell.
Gates of hell.
The Adventures of Ruby 3, Galactic Gumshoe. Part 1, The Underworld. Chapter 3, Welcome to the Gates of Hell. When we last left Ruby, the Galactic Gumshoe, she was with Sister Holopo in the floating cities of Osmos, inflatable cities that float in the sky. Seen from a distance, they look like puffy little clouds with inflatable houses, trees, sidewalks, fire hydrants, even inflatable picket fences. The blocks are fastened together with industrial-strength Velcro. If the block wants to move somewhere else, they simply rip free, drift over, and attach themselves to some other neighborhood.
Are we gonna make it before it's dark?
We want it to be dark.
Oh, yeah? What are we gonna find there?
You want to get in contact with the time suspenders?
Yeah.
This may be the way.
The sun is setting behind the Great Ridge as they enter the mountain range.
We moved across a valley, approaching the jagged peaks, slowing our speed until our block was floating alongside one of the highest peaks. I could see an opening within the side of the mountain. Is that a cave?
It was carved by the ancient Nulians.
Lines are tossed down, anchoring the floating block. They puff up their safety belts and step off the edge, drifting down into the mouth of the cave.
Big mouth.
Come over here, Ruby.
Huh. Looks like something Taru would have dug up.
You've seen this before?
I've seen other machines the Nulians left behind. Far as we know, they're all games. The only problem is they didn't leave behind the rules.
Have you played these machines?
Oh, yeah, but not anything like this. Has Taru seen this one?
No, only the Sisterhood.
So what is it?
We're not sure.
But it has something to do with the time suspenders.
Possibly. It was designed for one player. The player lies down in the chamber. The arms are fitted within these things.
They look like cast iron wings.
The lenses are placed in the mouth of the cave. They catch the light of the moon.
This machine operates off moonlight?
At least 2 of the 3 moons of Sumanula are needed to activate the game.
And what happens?
It's a means of travel.
Huh. You got a name for this thing?
We call it the butterfly game.
Meanwhile, back in the dark city of Erishkigal, Inanna walks through the city.
There's no sunlight here. It's a city of eternal night.
So what now?
Inanna wore a strange amulet, the design of which is 7 gates.
I found an inn. They're friendly, but when they saw the amulet around my neck with the 7 gates, they became a little anxious, as though I'm dangerous in some way.
The 7 gates of hell.
Professor Taru calls them the 7 gates of hell, but that's not accurate. Yet no one here will talk about it.
So what now?
She sees a beggar sitting against the wall. His hand is stretched forth, asking for money. As Inanna reaches down to give him a coin, his hand becomes a pointing finger, pointing to a gate on her amulet.
He stood up and gestured for me to follow. We left the main thoroughfare, twisting down through this maze of narrow streets, and then, just as I was thinking, what am I doing? We were standing beneath these gaudy green neon lights. It was a casino.
He kept pointing to the flashing neon sign, waiting for her to react.
So what now?
Again, he pointed to the amulet.
The sign was shaped like the gate on the amulet.
So what now?
The moons are moving into position. You had better climb in there and get comfortable.
This looks like a nice snug fit.
Place your arms out here in what you call the iron butterfly wing.
All set.
Here we go.
What's happening?
The lenses are set to catch the rays of the moons. The rays are amplified through a series of reflectors that set the machine in motion.
So what's gonna happen?
When it builds up enough energy, I throw the lever and you'll spin.
Great.
Lucky you had a light lunch.
Boy, this is a weird place. The games are strange. I've never seen any of these before. There are card games, but no numbers. They're like hieroglyphic symbols.
Place your bets.
Over there, they're playing with cards similar to the tarot. I wonder if their fates are what's at stake. Do they ever beat the house?
Place your bets.
Now there's a game that's familiar. Roulette. Well, a sort of roulette. But it doesn't have numbers. symbols, they look like misshapen organs of the body.
Place your bets.
Very strange. But that's what people place their bets on. Odd organs.
Place your bets.
Now there's a man who actually looks human. In fact, he's rather handsome. He's been eyeing me.
Place your bets.
Why watch when you can play?
I was trying to understand the game.
Best way to figure it out is to get in here and play.
Place your bets.
I need some chips.
Take mine. Go ahead.
I'll pay you back.
Bet on the green eyeball.
Why?
Their time is coming. Trust me.
All right. Do you play here often?
This is the only place I feel like I'm alive.
Green eyeball wins.
I won.
I've always been fond of green eyeballs.
Place your bets.
Let's see.
No, not there.
No?
The yellow tongue.
The yellow tongue?
Trust me.
All right.
My name's Lacerta Lacertilia.
Nice name.
Yes, isn't it? And you?
Inanna.
Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth.
Yellow tongue wins.
Not badly, Serta.
Waiter! Yeah, over here. What do you drink?
Oh, I think I'll pass.
Oh, let me recommend something you won't believe. A Selperus fizz.
What is it?
A house secret. You'll love it.
Place your bets.
Play the black lung.
You picked some good ones.
What do you think of our dark world down under?
It's pretty grim.
Oh, it is, but some of us know how to play with it.
Black lung wins.
I can't believe it.
You're lucky.
How do you do it?
I cheat.
Seriously.
I seriously cheat. The house cheats, so I cheat, right? Why are you looking at me like that? You're winning, right?
Yeah, but I think...
Oh, it's the way of the world. Losers play by the rules. Winners make up their own rules.
What if they catch on?
They haven't yet.
Place your bets.
Let it ride.
The black lung? Okay.
This episode is over, but the very best of my collection is banned on YouTube. To see what you have been missing, go to archive.org and search for Gyro Screwloose, and I'll see you there.